Hey, 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 how are you all? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I do. So, I'm a couple minutes late, y'all. Been a little kind of nuts and crazy around here, but that's okay. So, I've got one more channel to get brought up here, so give me just half a second, and we will have everyone up with us. So, we are live here on Facebook and on our Instagram. Woo! So that's awesome. And today is day 5. I think it's day 5. No, it's day 6, isn't it? It's day 6. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so I got to make sure we've got sound, and we will be good to go. So I got one more channel I got to bring up, and we'll just see if anyone can join us live today, and that will be awesome if they can. All right, so one more. Almost there. Almost there. Oh my gosh. Join me now. Okay. All right, so I think we got sound. Yes, we do. Okay. Sorry about the delay, y'all. All right, so today is all about finding baking success in our live challenge that we have going on. And today we're talking about picking the right type of bread for your time. That way you can always be able to get your bread cooking and going when you actually need it. So I gotta readjust this camera over here just a little bit. So it's like my scrunch like they're over here to be in the frame. All right, so picking the right bread for your day is so incredibly important if you want to be able to start baking your homemade breads with success and stress-free, okay? Baking homemade bread, y'all, should not be causing you stress. So if it's causing you stress, honey, then we need to reevaluate that just a little bit, okay? Seriously, we need to make sure that you're picking the right breads for what you've got going on. Okay, so I've got to move these cameras just a little bit. Give me half a second, y'all. So, otherwise, I'm not actually looking at y'all. Okay. All right, so let me rearrange this camera just a little bit, and then we'll be good. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I had my camera on had them backwards of where they needed to be. All right, so when you are baking your homemade breads, especially handmade bread, honey, oh, that is seriously such a meditative, like, little moment that you can take for yourself. It's beautiful. I never would have believed it when I first started. But I will tell you right now that if you are not picking the right breads for your day, like the time that you actually have available, without literally having to give up something else and make compromises or just like squeeze it in or stay up super, super late or something like that in order to get it done, then you're going to find it where it's no longer meditative, it's no longer relaxing and fun and enjoyable, it's going to be stressful. We want stress-free baking, y'all, because that's where the magic happens. The happier you are, the more you enjoy doing it, the better better your bread tastes. Now this is like old time, like true secrets, okay? So I worked tables for over the course of 18 years, off and on throughout that time. And I can tell you straight up that when a cook or the baker in the back is having a bad day and they don't want to be there, if they do not enjoy doing what they're doing, if they don't enjoy the baking process, their food tastes like crap, y'all. It does. You can have two cooks side by side. One that loves what they're doing and one that hates it. It's literally just a job for them and nothing else. Like, they just have to be there. They will make the exact same dish using the exact same recipe, the exact same way. One will be absolutely mouth-watering. The next will taste horrible. It's like, yeah, this is food, but there is nothing enjoyable about it. The way you feel when you are baking, honey, affects your final outcome. So if baking homemade breads is something that is stressful to you, then we need to stop and reevaluate it, because if it's stressful, then it's not going to taste very good, okay? If you're hating every part of it, it's not going to taste good. Which is one big, huge reason why I am doing all of these classes with you guys right now. Because I want you to start finding success today, not tomorrow, my loves. Okay? Not a week from now. Not a month or even a year from now. If learning to bake homemade breads is something that you are passionate about, something that you truly want to learn how to do, then my dears, let's start looking through everything that we have available right here and right now so that we can find the right breads for your situation. Because if you can't experience the joy and that satisfaction of being successful in the kitchen, and you can't find that joy and satisfaction and the pride that comes from it while you're doing it, then we're doing something wrong. All right? So, let's fix that, okay? So, have a drink first. So, before we get any further into this, I want to take just a quick second and I want to reintroduce myself. So, my name is Crystal Imeson, and I am the proud owner, co-owner, and founder here at Mild Artistry, where we help you style your lifestyle using history as our inspiration, and we're dedicated to keeping history alive, one little fragment and piece at a time. From making unique jewelry for unique individuals. Our home goods are returning later this year that are made from old barn wood, and just we have fossils and just all these amazing fun things. And we take you back through time in a crush regression style with baking homemade breads that are based off of old baking methods of the actual pioneer ancestors that literally settled here in my hometown valley, using secrets that are hundreds of years old and bringing them back and merging them with our modern lives so that you can start finding success easier and just have fun and be free and be you, okay? So, and I am working with you right here, right now. So if you have any questions, make sure you jump down into the comments and I will happily answer as many of them as possible during this live as I see them come on. Okay? So I have multiple screens, so bear with me if I do miss any of your questions. All right, so we are talking about today, in this particular class, day 6 of this class, we are talking all about picking the right breads for you. Because if you're picking the wrong bread and you're trying to find that success for the first time, like true success in baking your homemade breads, and you've yet to get it, or you're just starting, say you've tried for years and years and all you can manage to produce is this big hard brick of bread, what we call the dreaded brick bread, honey, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. And it happens all the time, my loves. Okay? So take it easy on yourself and look back through this challenge. So you can find all of the replays available on our YouTube channel, all in one place, including our Master Wintertime Baking class. Oh my gosh, so much good information in there, y'all. So if you've been struggling to find success, I want you to go check that masterclass out and come ready to bake, because I'm literally baking side by side with you, and I'm gonna show you all the wrong ways to do it, my love, because I've been there and I've made those mistakes, honestly, just in the process of doing what it is that I had to do, okay? So you can find all of your links. Let me pull this one up really fast. So over here on Facebook, it'll be showing up on down in the comment section. So we have, I gotta remember how to do it, over here on Instagram. So, all right, so give me just a second, y'all, and I'll share this out with you. So if you go to all your links to our special page that we put together for you, and if you, so the link is, a clickable link is up in our bio, and it's down in the description as well, y'all. Head over to our, okay, I just completely lost my frame of thought, y'all. I apologize. I got distracted. Boop. All right, so link is in the bio. It's also in the description. It's all your links, okay? So bit.ly, so bit.ly/all your links, and you can find every link that I talk about in this class here, okay? So our masterclass is only available on our YouTube channel at the moment. It may not stay there in a public forum, so make sure you swing over and check it out. I will go through all that you need to know as to why your breads are not working, because you can't start finding success until you actually have the success. And you can't find that success unless you know what and why this is happening in your case. So most of that class is a little more situated towards the highland country. Like I am here in the Rocky Mountains of western Wyoming, and we are high elevation here, and it does change our baking. But more than that, the weather, the ever-changing weather outside is constantly changing how you have to put things together. And in that masterclass, I literally walk you through step by step why all these things are happening. That masterclass is so good. Seriously, bring a pen and paper, because you are going to want to take notes, honey. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to literally bake the breads. But watch the video and then bake your bread so that you can make it the right way. Because I make it the wrong way many times in that particular tutorial well, I guess it's a tutorial, but it's really a masterclass that I put together special just for you guys, because this winter has been so hard when it comes to baking. So we are baking up our honey whole wheat oatmeal bread in that particular masterclass. And you can grab the link at the link that I just shared out with you guys. And if you're over on Instagram, the link is in my bio. Just scroll down and you can grab your honey whole wheat oatmeal bread recipe for free, and then come join me in the masterclass on our YouTube channel, okay? You're going to love it. So if you've been struggling for success, can't speak, go check that out. Seriously, you don't want to miss it. All right. So, where's this door? All right, sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear the TV downstairs. And yeah, so I'm trying to avoid the TV. Okay, so next, let's dive into how much time you actually have. Because it doesn't matter if you know all the steps to how to make bread, and you've got all the trainings, you've got the free recipes, you've got all the goods that I have to offer you in this moment right here, right now. If you don't have the time to actually make those breads, it makes no damn difference, okay, y'all? It just doesn't. So let's look at some of the trainings that we have that we can help you even when you're on a time crunch. So if you have the time to literally just sit down and bake some bread, I will always tell you to do a full traditional bread, okay? That I don't know if it's just because that's how I learned to bake in the first place, which is why I prefer that baking. In fact, when I'm teaching our quick version of the yeast breads that are based off the old Pioneer baking secret methods, that I literally cut the bread baking down to half the time. If I have the time, I will literally make a traditional bread. I'm not even joking, okay, y'all? But also, when I am doing those quick breads, it's really hard for me to not turn it into a traditional bread. Now, some of those you can do as a traditional. Not always, though. You have to do it a little bit differently. There's a few things that have to be tweaked, or it just doesn't come across the same, okay? But when I am really needing to get my cupboard stocked and we need some good sandwich bread, and I'm needing large batches so that we can just get it whacked out, done for the week or for the next several coming days, then yeah, you better bet I'm going to turn to those quick recipes, because I know in a matter of an hour to an hour and a half, which is half the time of my traditional bread recipes, half the time I can pull out absolutely beautiful, delicious, hot, sliceable bread straight from my oven and be good to go for the rest of the day. As a busy mama, that's pretty amazing. With only 10 to 15 minutes of hands-on time, and I'm talking about from pulling your flour out of the cupboard to having everything cleaned up and pulling the bread out of the oven. An hour to an hour and a half. That is amazing, okay? Next, what about those days where you literally only have just whatever little bit of time that you're already in the kitchen, you're making dinner, you've got no bread to serve, you need to have it in, out, and moving on because you still got to help the kids with homework, you've got to take care of these things, you've got to get the house cleaned up, you've got laundry to do, you've got to go through and make sure everything's sorted and organized for the next day, and so you're just trying to get the family fed, you're trying to get like little kids bathed and ready for bed, and all of these things, you're just like racking up your time. guess what? You can still put bread on your table, honey, and it doesn't have to be very complicated. So I have 2 trainings I would love to turn you towards. Okay, well, first let me back up just a second. So if you're wanting a traditional bake, I'll show you how to do that, and you can find those on the YouTube channel as well. And here on our Facebook pages, you can find some of those trainings right here in our actual feed. So, so let's see. What was the one that I did? Okay, generally when I tell you to grab your favorite recipe and come bake with me, those are a traditional bread baking session, okay? So, yeah, so grab your favorite recipe video, and I will teach you how to do a traditional bake in those. All right, so, and if you are wanting our quick Pioneer-inspired free bread recipes and their trainings, honey. Okay, links are in my bio, okay? Just scroll down until you get to our homemade bread section. And there's 2 quick yeast bread recipes there. So one is our half wheat fail-proof buttermilk multigrain bread. So good. Literally, it's based off of my own personal recipe that I spent years developing, okay? So it's this beautiful mix between a white bread and a wheat bread with all of your additional grains, and it's reduced in fats from original base recipes. So instead of it having, 10 tablespoons? I believe it's 10. So that's like 3/4 of a cup of baking fats that usually would go into bread. And it's cut down to, 4 tablespoons, I think? So it's 1/4 of a cup. Yeah, that makes a big difference, especially if you're looking at the healthier side of things and you do not live a physically demanding life that does not require that high amount of calories, okay? So these Pioneer recipes are these beautiful mixes between what we need in our modern day diets and using our old Pioneer ancestors' secrets and their knowledge, and combining them together in this beautiful cross-regression style, okay? So cross-regression, y'all, just in case, because I use this term sometimes, cross-regression style is literally when you combine both history and modern together, and almost futuristic. So, such as, for example, steampunk, y'all. Steampunk is a cross-regression style, okay? So just, kind of keep that in mind. Rustic industrial. It's also a cross-regression style. It's the mixing of old and new together for a futuristic view, all right? So get your quick yeast recipes. Link is in the bio, and on Facebook and on YouTube, it's down in the description. And then, so on the days where you don't have that much time, you're literally going to be going in and out of the house, you're not going to be anywhere near your oven, where it's going to be more difficult to come back to, do your little bit of swapping, put it in the oven, pull it out of the oven on time. That happens. I want to turn you to our 30-minute no yeast bread, okay? So I have a 30-minute training that is available, and the recipe for that one is actually in the video itself, okay? And then, so this bread's awesome because it's literally a one-pan bread, okay? So I personally have cast iron. Love cast iron. It's almost the only actual cooking pan that I have is cast iron, okay? So as long as you have an oven-safe pan, just go ahead and bake it right in your actual pan. It's beautiful. It's amazing. This is a very quick bread. So a no yeast bread is what I call a baking soda bread, because that's actually what it is. So it's all based off of what the raising agent is. All right? So the raising agent in a no yeast bread is baking soda, okay? Generally. And so it's going to have a different texture than a yeast bread. A yeast bread is going to be far more fluffy and have a lot more air to it. A baking soda bread is also what I call a biscuit bread, because biscuits are made the same way, y'all, okay? So they're much more dense, okay? They're much denser bread. But I'll tell you what, they're delicious. Delicious! So if you're needing bread in a snap and you want to put an actual loaf out, go swing over to the YouTube channel and find our 30-minute one-pan, no yeast bread. I don't remember exactly what the title was on it, but I know it's a 30-minute bake. It's a 30-minute one-pan bake or something like that. I don't remember the exact name, y'all. Okay, so check that out, because it's so good, so good. Oh my gosh, so yummy. And it's a snap. It's literally 5 minutes of hands-on time. It takes no time whatsoever. No, actually, I take that back. It's about 8 minutes. It takes me on average about 8 minutes to whip it all up, and that's just because you gotta let you gotta let your liquids cool down just a little bit before you start adding everything. Otherwise, it'd be too hot to touch. Okay. Now, say you're needing. Now, the one problem that I have with the no yeast breads is, personally, I don't really like them for a sandwich. Okay. So the no yeast loaf bread that I was talking about, I don't like to have that for sandwiches. But say you are needing sandwiches. Maybe you're going on a road trip and you want to pack, because the cost of everything right now is outrageous, right? It's crazy outrageous. And you've got little to no time. You need to be heading out the door within like 30 minutes or something, okay? You got 30 or 45 minutes before you're going to be running out the door. You still need to get food fixed up so that you're not having to stop at the gas station and, pay all the extra money to stop in and get everybody fed while you're on the road. Okay, I'm an old country gal. We do these kind of things. We pack our own lunches all the time, y'all. So call me old-fashioned if you want to. That's okay with me. But excuse me. So in those cases, or say you want to go on a picnic, or you want to go for a hike, or whatever it is, check out our buttermilk biscuit video, okay? And I believe the recipe for that one is in the video too. I need to actually make the links up so that you can just grab your printable recipes, and I will try to get that done over the next few days. I just have never finished it. There's just too much going on, right? We're all busy. Come on, this is real life, y'all. We're busy. Okay, so go check that out. Biscuits seriously only take a matter of minutes to make, and they bake up like that in a snap, and you can pop them open, still steaming hot, and just start putting your stuff on them and putting them off to the side. So maybe you want a melted cheese sandwich or something like that. You can go ahead and just put your cheese and your meats and everything else right into it, and it's gonna melt that cheese literally all the way down through it. So then you've already got this hot, ready to go sandwich, which is amazing, because in a matter of, let's see, I'd say 20 minutes from the time you pull your flour out to the time you're literally eating your sandwich or heading out the door, you're good. You're golden with buttermilk biscuits, okay? So, I have fallen back on the buttermilk biscuit recipe more times than I can count, y'all. So, buttermilk biscuits, heaven! All right, out here in the West, y'all, we live on biscuits, like biscuits and gravy, and you can fix it into anything you want to, y'all. So you've got your biscuits and gravy. You can serve it as a breakfast sandwich, a lunch sandwich. You can even serve it with dinner as just this beautiful little side of bread that's individual for each person. You can use it as a snack, as a quick go and grab, okay? So check out all the trainings that we have. So all of our most recent trainings on all of these you can find on our YouTube channel. On Facebook, you can find all of them inside of our private bread members group. And if you want to get on that, go snag one of those recipes or sign up for homemade breads for the busy parent. All right, if you are a busy parent and you're struggling to get things done, and you would love to be able to just kick back and take 10 minutes to do something for yourself, honey, you deserve to take 10 minutes to indulge yourself in something that you want to do, regardless of whether your family wants to do it or not, okay? You deserve that. And you can have 10 minutes to just do something for yourself. And if you've got 10 minutes, honey, you can indulge yourself in the beautiful meditative arts of baking your homemade breads. And I'm not joking when I say it's meditative. I mean, that is how I zen, honey. If I'm having a stressful or a hard day, or I just need to like decompress, I go bake some bread. And that process of kneading your breads, ooh, it like connects you to it, because bread is a living thing, y'all. And when you're working that dough in your hands, it's forming, it's soft, and it stiffens up, and it grows, and it changes, and it transforms in your hands. And it's a beautiful thing, honey. And it is, I wish I could explain. I really, truly wish I could explain how much it changes everything going on, okay? It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And I would love to be able to share that experience with you. So go check out one of our videos and come bake side by side with me. Make sure you check back. Like, seriously, if you got some time, pop in your earbuds and just let YouTube play in the background while you're going about your day. Check out day 1 through 5 of our Start Finding Success Baking Challenge, where I am live walking through all of the things going wrong, okay? So some of them are a little more in-depth, they're a little longer. I also have 2 little kids that are always by my side. I've been lucky today so far. They're well distracted with their videos, but that will last for a very, very short time, still yet to come. So I'm going to be jumping off of here really, really quick. All right, so go check out all of those free trainings, okay? Now, over on our Instagram channel, y'all don't have too many of those. So I want you to swing over to our YouTube channel. So there's only been just a little bit of the baking that has actually happened on this particular channel. But if you want, you can go check out our sister page, but I'm not active on the sister page anymore. So I'm just going to let you know. So that's Milled Artistry Breads on Instagram if you wanted to do that. All right. So, my dears, I want you to start finding success. And if you love it and you are that busy parent or that parent figure that would love to be able to just kick back, take 10 minutes of just enjoying yourself, enjoy yourself, then please come join me on the wait list, the busy parent wait list, okay? Because doors are just about to open for enrollment. I only open the doors for my homemade breads for the busy parent course for a very limited time, and I only open them once a year. And this year, I'm seriously going above and beyond. This year's going to be so much fun. This launch is going to be so much different than anything I've ever done before. Oh my gosh, it's going to be insane. I'm really excited. I'm really nervous. And if you know someone that you think might be interested or could find these classes, this challenge, any of this beneficial, I would love to... I kindly ask that you share this out with them, okay? Let me help them find the success that they're needing to. All right, my dears, I hope to see you. Come join me in the Busy Parents, okay? Homemade Breads for the Busy Parent. And if you want to know when doors are open, because I only take on a handful of people, y'all, because I like that. I like to connect with my students, y'all. I want to make sure you're literally getting the help that you need. So I don't take on a huge amount of people to work with me. So if you want to get in on that, make sure that you don't miss it. Get on the wait list so that you can be in the first to know when those doors do open and all the information that you need to know. All right, go check out all of those challenges. And remember, baking homemade breads does not need to be stressful. It does not need to be stressful, honey. Baking your homemade breads should be something that brings you peace and joy and comfort. All right? So, until tomorrow, we'll see you then. All right, my dears, please make sure you send this out to everybody that you think might find the information beneficial. Go check out all of our past challenge videos, all on our YouTube channel. Don't forget that free master winter baking problem solving class that I did up just for you. Okay? Oh, so good. So good. And if you're needing to find a bread that is a little bit faster or fits a different specific need that you are needing, go check out all of our other trainings and our tutorials that we have for the bread baking. All right? See you tomorrow, guys. And if you have questions, please don't be afraid to drop them down below in the comments, and I will gladly answer them and get back with you as quickly as I can. All right. Stay tuned. Follow along. Share this out with your friends. Ask your questions. And let's see who gets answered. That was the wrong way to say that. And we'll see what happens next tomorrow with all those questions. All right, guys. We'll see you later.